Oh yeah, guys, check it out. My bank came through with 2 boxes of halves this week. All right, everyone, we're back in the safe confines of my coin hunting room. We've got both boxes here. Now, I'll tell you, the bank that I got 2 boxes from last time only gave me 1 box this week, which I've hunted, and to be honest with you, it didn't do the best, but I had asked them for 2 boxes and they only ordered me 1. So ironically, this bank, I had hinted that I wouldn't mind 2 boxes from, and they didn't say whether they could do it or not, but they ended up doing it. This is not the bank that I've scored the most silver coins from. It's the bank that I score usually the least from. But, man, we got 2 boxes, and they're the good boxes that I like. So they're probably going to have the white Loomis rolls in them. And just to make sure, we're going to go ahead and crack them open. At least get the first one open and see what we see, if there's any great enders. Holy cow, guys. Look at this. 1968 ender. We've got an ender in the box. That is a great sign. I don't think I see any other enders for sure. Beautiful. That's one of my first obvious enders, and mainly because it's facing forward. But you know what we're going to do? I'm going to double check the rest of these, and then I'm going to flip them all around, except for that one. We'll leave it in its spot, and we'll see if there's enders on the other side. All right, guys, we got them all flipped around, and really, that's the only ender. But it's an ender. That's a good sign. It's towards either the front or the back of the box, depending on how you held it, and depending on how it was rolled. So we know we've got 1 ender in here. These are both ordered at the same bank at the same time, so maybe they're part of the same set of coins. Let's take a look in this one. I'm not seeing any silver in here, but let me tell you something. The last box had a really nice 1993 on the other end, and ironically, we've got another beautiful 93 here, and another super uncirculated 93 here, another one here, and another one here. So the fact that I see 4 ridiculous 1993 uncirculated and at least 1 or 2 in this one, these could be part of the same situation. Let me go ahead and flip these around and see if I see any silver. All right, guys, I don't see any silver, but let me tell you something. This is so weird. I want to show you the number of 1993 enders we have. We had at least 4 that I showed you on the last side, and we've got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of the 50 rolls have a 93 ender on this side. We know at least 4, if not more, had it on the other side. That's just odd. Really odd to me that we had that many. So, kind of different. And honestly, these Loomis rolls, they're a little more faded than normal. I'm not saying it's an old box. I'm just saying it's odd that we had that many almost uncirculated 93s. We won't be doing this one first. We'll be doing the one with the silver ender in it first. And as always, guys, you know how it goes. I'll be looping you along the way. If I find anything cool, we won't be opening this until the 41st roll because I start this way and I work this way diagonally. So we know we got 1 ender. We'll open it on the 41st roll and we'll start with this one. Wish me luck. Oh boy, guys. Very first roll. We got a dark coin here. And it's going to be silver. Look at that. 1966. First roll in. We got a silver with a silver ender. And you know what that means. It's, we're going to have the tripod up on this one. I'm not saying it's going to be great. It could just be lucky that we have the first and the 41st roll. But I've hunted enough boxes to know that when you see an ender and you pull a coin on one of your first rolls, that's usually a good sign of good things to come. So let me get this on the tripod, and as always, we'll record every roll and we'll delete the ones that had nothing in them. One more thing that's very encouraging, guys. In this very first roll, we got another one of these 1993 almost uncirculated coins. And if you recall, the other box has a ton of enders of these. So something's up here. It's a good sign to see silver in the box and in a roll with a 93 uncirculated just about ender. And we know the other box has a whole bunch of these. So this could be an epic 2-box hunt. I'm gonna have to crack open a beer for this one, guys. Roll 21, and I'm gonna warn you guys, I'm thinking about stopping it from being on a tripod because A, we're not finding silver anyway, and B, all we're finding is a whole bunch of 93 uncirculated coins. I can pretty much pick them out. And you know why I can pick them out? Because there's only 2 types of coins in these rolls right now. 93 uncirculateds or 71 through 76. And I bet you if I go through them, these are all going to be 71 to 76. 76, 71, 76, 71, 71, 76, 71, 72, 76, 72, 76, 76, 74, 72, 76, 72. So unless it's a 93, everything is 1976 or older, which is so weird. Now, we did get a silver, and we have an ender in there still, but I think this is just a weird box. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the tripod, and we're going to hunt regularly, see if I can unjinx whatever jinx I put on this box. We'll be back. All right, guys, we're 40 rolls into the box. This has been one of the most strangest box I've ever gone through. We got the 1 silver in the first roll, and it made me very optimistic because we had a 66 silver in the first roll, and we knew we have an ender that are going to open next. But over the next 39 rolls, we have maybe have had 10 coins younger than 1976. Everything's been 76, 74, 73, 72, 71. Everything. But maybe 10 coins other than the 1993 mint state or at least AU uncirculated coins here. I think someone dumped in some rolls of 93s and the only circulation they've had on them is either into a hopper or maybe they went around the way a minute, but I doubt it because they're all in the same box. We've got 3 full rolls so far through the first 40 rolls, and I'm guessing it's going to end up with at least 4 rolls in this box. And this is the box that didn't have all the enders like this one does of 93. So that's weird. We also found a pretty beautiful mirror kind of finish 81 and a couple of nice 71s. I'm going to set the tripod up now and open this one up. I was very optimistic having a silver ender in the box, and then the very first roll I opened had silver. But now after seeing all these 93s, it makes me really worried about the next box. To any extent, let's rejoice in the fact that we know we at least have 2 silvers in this box, and let's hope he has some friends with him. All right, guys, roll 41, as promised. We'll open it with the silver in the end. We know we at least got 2. I really thought this box would be a lot more giving than it has been. But you know what? I know I have 2 silvers in this box, so I'm not too mad at that regardless. And I don't see any enders or any friends. But you know what? We'll take our second silver. 1968. That makes 2. And if you look closely, guarantee you, that's a 93. That's a 93. And this is probably a 93. So odd. 3 more 93s. Let's get back to the hunt, see if we can get lucky and score another silver. All right, guys, we've hunted that first box, and I'll tell you, since we only found a couple of silvers, and because I believe these 2 boxes are part of each other's same situation, we're going to hunt this as 2 boxes. We found 4 1/3 rolls of 1993 Denver Mint AU coins. They probably were mint state and then hit the coin roller or the coin sorter and got a little bit dinged up. But there's some really good examples in there. It's crazy. And for those that don't know, 15.5 million of these minted only. So that's ridiculous right there. Good thing is, we did find a couple of silvers in that box. So I'm hoping if we can get lucky, maybe there's a couple of silvers in this box. I'm going to keep count of how many 93 coins I keep finding, because this is the box where 12 enders on one end were just these coins. This box hardly had any enders, but I did notice it had 4 or 5 for sure. We're going to set this to the side and continue this hunt with box number 2. Roll 1, guys, and this is very concerning. Look at all of these almost uncirculated coins, and I bet you they're all 93s. If they're all 93s, we're going to be in trouble. 93, 93, 93, 93, 93, 93, 93, 93, and there's still a few more in here. 93. All right. So exactly half the roll was 93s. This looks like it's going to be a box. Have you ever seen a bunch of uncirculated coins get dumped into circulation and start filling up your $half boxes? This might be a scary hunt and an unproductive one, but you got to hunt if you're going to find them, and you never know what else is in these rolls. So let's get to looking. All right, guys, we're on roll number 24, and this box has been not fun. Look at the number of 1993 uncirculated Denver $half in this box. They've got some dings because, of course, they've been circulated now, but if I wipe them down, they're in really great shape. It's starting to drive me batty. But I bring you in because this is weird. It's hard to tell because I've seen so much of the uncirculateds, and it doesn't look silver, but it doesn't look clad either. It doesn't, I know it probably appears in the camera to look gold-plated, but at the naked eye, it doesn't appear to be gold-plated either. So let me just see if I can grab this out with you guys here. This is a 1976 bicentennial with a San Francisco mint mark. It's not a proof. Is this one of those 1976 silver clad coins? Hold on one second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I weighed it up. It's 11.73 grams, first of all. So that's going to be silver regardless. It's a 76. And if I put it next to my 1968 40%er, it looks better than 40%. So I'm not familiar with these too much. All right, guys, I did a little research. Looks like this is a 40% silver bicentennial $half minted from San Francisco. Not a proof, but a silver clad. I will take it. It's our third silver of the box, and it's in really great shape. So we'll set it to the side and continue the hunt. Oh, or should I say the hunt of 1993s. Unbelievable. Roll number 26, guys, and we got another crazy one. This one appears to be gold-plated, however. Yep, 1974. Still a cool find. All right, guys. Looks like we're on roll 34. Got another silver amongst all these 93s. 1967. We'll take it. That's silver number 4. And let me tell you, this is bittersweet because I got a crap load of 93 stacking up. There's way more in this roll. I almost feel like I had possibly a collection dump between these two boxes, but because of the amount of 93s that were dumped in with them, it's really limited the number of silver pulls I'm going to get. Hopefully I get a few more, but I think had I not had, by the time I finish this box, I might damn well have half a box, if not more. Matter of fact, I got 7 and 6 is 13, and 5 is 18. We got 19 rolls right now. We should end up with about 25 rolls in this box. It's going to be half a box between the two boxes of 93 pretty much uncirculated coins. But before I get way ahead of myself, let's keep looking for silver and 93Ds. I think I called it, guys. We're on roll number 36. Just tore it open. And we've got at least a silver sandwich here. I'm going to try to do this with one hand and record. Nothing else on that end. Nothing else on that end. But like I said earlier, this might have been a stacked box that we're going to not be so stacked because of all these 93s kind of getting in the way and taking spots of what could have been a collection. 1967. That's the fourth 40%er other than the bicentennial S 40%er. And another 1967. So that's 6 40%ers. 2 in the last box, 4 in this one, stacked full of these 93s. And I can tell you right now, like this stack right here, that's all going to be 93. See? We'll keep going and keep looking, and hopefully we still can run into a little more love on some silver. Roll 45, guys, and everything seems to be down here that's silver, these first 2 rows, because we opened another roll, and we've got another silver for sure. Doesn't look like there's any more silver in this roll, but I got you here, so we'll break that up. And we'll pull this silver coin out. 1968. Another silver. Silver number 7 at 40%. Now let's pull the 93s out of here again. All right, guys. Another box of halves hunted. And what a crazy couple of boxes these two were. I went ahead and used a lot of my discard bin, and I have about a box and a half of discards that I've always kept, and we used quite a bit in this box, let me tell you. We ended up with, what is this, 7 and 6 is 13, 18, 22, 25, 27, 28 rolls of 1993D, almost uncirculated half dollars, plus 5 extra coins. We'll get to those in a second. Pulled out a couple of unique finds. Gold tone 74, a kind of a lightly gold toned bicentennial. We had 2 NIFCs, an 02 and a 14. We got 6 good coins. I mean, these both 71s are in really good shape, especially that one. A really nice 1980, really nice 81, and a really nice 85. I pulled them out because they're in really good shape. We also ended up with 7 silvers. We got a 66, a 68, another 68, and 3 67s, along with a 40% S mint mark, 1976 silver clad bicentennial half dollar at 40%. So 7 total silvers in the 2 boxes, which is actually a really good score for 2 boxes. 2 in the first, 5 in the second. But the question remains, had I not had 28 plus rolls of 1993s dumped in here, could I have gotten better? The second box had 5 silvers and the first box had 2, and who knows what order they were in, but there was more silvers in this one, so I'm thinking that, and there's also a heck of a lot more 93s in this. So I'm thinking this was the first box technically, and it looks like our silver luck ran out. So maybe I got most of what I would have found anyway, but who knows? So here's the question I have for you guys on all these 93 Denver Mint, at least AU, some are probably almost mint state, half dollars. What should I do with these? Should I roll them and take them back to the bank? It's a lot of money tied up here. Should I try to sell them as AU rolls plus on maybe eBay? Should I use them as giveaways, as full rolls? I don't know what to do with them. I'm thinking about just rolling them back and sending them back, but geez, they're in great shape. I'm thinking just send them back. What are your thoughts? All right, at the end of the day, it was a fun but hard to hunt 2 boxes because I had to count several coins to replace all the coins that I had in there. Rolling took a while, but it's all in a day's work when you find 7 silver coins, let alone, and I'm going to wipe this one down and put it away, a 1976 S Mint silver clad bicentennial half dollar in really great shape. If you enjoyed the hunt with me, guys, please give the video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.